Welcome back to Dom and Dyl.
Hello, everybody. I need to scoot over.
Yeah, I mean, you can move that around. You're good now. You got extra cord over there.
I don't believe that I'm good because the last time I hit something, the whole fucking audio
Yeah, but that was like
fucked
a
up.
whole bang, like the whole thing moved. You can move it on the little axle here.
Well, it's fine.
All right, so what's up? What up, girl?
No, I'm feeling very crabby right now.
We literally talked less than an hour ago about how we were both in great moods.
Yeah, well, that mood has
What the fuck?
came and went. I'm
and
hungry.
Why? What's your reasoning?
Well, I'm hangry.
You're not though. You just had a snack, and I know you eat one boiled egg and you're stuffed.
No, but I want food. I want real food. I want this meal, and just not in the mood. But it's fine. Podcast.
What you not in the mood for?
It's a podcast.
You was in the mood not even an hour ago.
I know, but
and then it's not like you were waiting on me.
hour.
You were getting ready for the podcast.
I know, but now that I'm sitting here,
you always got some shit to say, man.
it's fine. Well, we'll get it started. Welcome back, everyone.
I already welcomed them back. They already welcomed.
Okay, quit yelling.
Oh, I'm crabby. You
You
can't be too loud.
Everyone, I'm looking out for
sensitive.
your eardrums. Sorry that his voice is screeching.
Ain't nobody
in
worried
your
about
ears.
these eardrums. Sorry, you over there monotone looking like fucking Eeyore.
That's how I feel. Yes, that's exactly how I feel like Eeyore. I have no energy. Ooh!
That sounded like a motherfucking
It sounded
prairie
like a
dog.
dog. That was so weird.
Yeah, that was real weird. I'm worried that there's an animal inside, where the feet go in the couch. I feel like there's gotta be something under there. That'd be some shit.
I'd be so happy.
You'd probably be the one who brought it in here.
I did. I put it in your office.
You would never risk putting it in my office though. If you really wanted it,
it doesn't matter where I put it in
here.
this apartment. You will see it. There's nowhere I could put it besides in the hot water tank.
Then you're gonna murder.
Not, I mean, in that drawer, in that closet.
It would definitely scurry out from under there.
It wouldn't fit.
They can burrow holes. I bet they could just squeeze underneath that thing. They gotta be little compressed bodies, you know?
Have you ever seen cats fit through underneath the crack of the door?
Yeah, it's terrifying.
They can fit under a gap like this big.
Just one of the many reasons I don't fuck with cats.
It's so crazy.
I was about to look at my door and see. I don't think they can get under that one now. It's too small.
I mean, this big.
Yeah, it ain't that big under there.
Yeah, cats can squeeze their body underneath. It's pretty cool.
I guess.
It's I feel like they would break some ribs though trying to do that because they go sideways. So then you're smashing one side of the ribs to fit under.
Do animals have the same?
I mean, they have ribs.
I know that, but their skeletal structure has to be so different.
It's very different. Look at how they walk and how they move compared to how we move. Of course, it's different, but the basics are still there. Brain,
I don't know. What about that squirrel we just saw in Austin?
That squirrel was so cool.
That thing had a human bone structure.
We were in Austin. We just got back a couple days ago. And we were at this place called the Container Bar, I think.
That was the one with all the storage
it was made out of metal storage containers. It was really cool, but we were just sitting there and I look across there's a little dance studio or dance floor type thing.
But it's outside. It's a turf area.
Turf and stuff. So I look over there and there's a squirrel standing up on his back hind legs. I have a video of it.
So weird. It was a ballsy squirrel. It was trying to approach that guy.
It was walking toward. Yes, it was so cute though.
That dude was fucking loving it. He's out here trying to get a video.
He's ballsy. He is.
He was, dude. If that man would have been
me. He was trying to blend in. He's okay. Try to blend in. Try to blend in. Walk up to him. Do what they do.
If I would have been that guy, I would have been freaking out. I would have had to move. I would have got up and walked away.
You're such a pussy, bro.
I don't fuck with squirrels, man.
You don't fuck with anything. You literally don't fuck with anything. Nothing.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not an animal fan.
Nothing.
I don't like animals like that. I don't know why that is such a bad thing.
It's just so crazy to me because
squirrels are rodents.
How
first
you
of all,
don't like animals. I understand.
I like dogs. That's about it.
But you don't like dogs. You don't like dogs. If a dog comes up to you that you do not know, you are timid. You're not oh, hi.
That's
you don't. I think you can tolerate dogs. I would never go as far to say is that you like dogs.
I do. As much as I can like an animal, I like a dog.
Just crazy.
I don't understand.
I've always liked animals my whole life. I've never been afraid of them.
I just don't get the animal people thing. I don't the people who like animals more than people. I don't understand you.
It's cool because animals don't talk. they're just so cute and like harmless. I mean,
but they're not all. There's some ugly motherfucking animals.
They're doing because it's like circle of life type shit. Whereas like humans, we do things.
No, they're doing it because it's their nature, and we do things that's human nature. Like,
but we
just have different natural instincts than a dog.
Yeah, but dogs aren't like, I don't know. They're different. Like some dogs are obviously defensive and aggressive, but typically that's because of owner or like.
But back to the squirrel, that is a rodent. There's no reason I should like a squirrel.
They're not scary though. Like, what are you afraid of a squirrel coming up to you for? What is it going to do to you? It's not going to bite you.
Okay,
it's not
here's my thing though. We've been through this before. If that squirrel, let's just say that it was feeling very ballsy and it jumps on me, you would be okay. I don't like that. So then I'm going to grab it.
I probably would jump to like, oh my gosh, because it's like unexpected. But I wouldn't be like shedding my pants.
I'd be more scared if I were you because like it could get all up in your hair and that could be a whole disaster. But my thing is, I'm not going to like that. So if I have the opportunity to grab it and throw it, I'm going to. And then I look like an asshole. But why? If a human jumped in my lap, like a grown man jumped at me,
a grown man and a squirrel doing it are two different things. Like a grown man,
well, if I grab it,
knows what he's doing, and knowing what he's doing, he knows what he's doing is weird. A squirrel, I mean,
it does.
You don't know.
All squirrels,
you don't know what it's thinking.
Majority of squirrels are scared of humans, so it was
trying to act human.
I know its instinct is not to like approach people.
Like maybe if I walk up to it, how it walks, how the human walks. If I walk like that, maybe.
It was super. You have a video of it? We'll put it up because it was super weird.
It was so cute.
He was just chilling on his legs.
They had some good drinks in Austin, dude. Like, yum. I had some good drinks, man.
Yeah, we could talk about Austin.
I had a banana daiquiri. It was so good. And then I had a painkiller.
Oh, that was
the
from
Tiki Bar. Yeah. And I never knew painkillers were so good. Like until the other day.
I have never heard of them before.
Really? They sell them at Tiki Bars, I think, because there's a Tiki Bar.
That's not where we got it though. We got that at the Container Bar.
Right. You're right, but the Container Bar also had like very Tiki Bar vibe drinks though. Like, did you see like the plaque?
Nah, I was looking at the beer.
Yeah, they had like a lot of like, I don't know, similar drinks that a Tiki Bar would have, but they're so good. Like, it's right up my alley and I never knew. And I like rum, everybody. I like rum. I can't believe it. But rum is probably the best alcohol. Like, taste, everything. Like, to choke it down.
Is that the night you got sick? No,
yeah, I got sick.
No, you got sick the night before, I think.
I drank rum, though. Then I got sick.
Did you?
Yeah.
You're right. You did.
I know.
You did.
I know. Yeah.
Sick Dom is back.
But like,
she's been on a hiatus.
Yeah, I threw up. But I think I know why I threw up. I didn't eat enough that day because we went and got barbecue. I didn't eat any of it because I was already feeling very nauseous. So I only ate like one rib and then I ate.
You hadn't even drank at that point.
I know, but
Oh wait.
We had the drink I had the Calypso punch or Calypso Cool or whatever the fuck at the hotel. We got to our hotel. It was really cool because the front desk guy was checking us in.
She got the bougiest hotel I've ever seen.
It was so cute. Like, you walk in,
a fucking little apartment,
and it's like a common room. Then you look up, and you can just see like 10 floors of balconies. You can see everyone's door. It's like all like
it's like everyone is a suite, basically.
Yeah, like you're all looking. You can all go on the balcony and look down and see like the common area, which is like the restaurant / bar / just lobby,
like a lounge.
But it was cute. It was cool. They had a good gym. They had like a saltwater pool. We didn't go in that. But when we first got there, we checked in and the guy was like, oh, like it's manager's weekend. Like, we're having something here. I don't know, like a convention type thing. Would you be interested in coming to like the happy hour? We'll give you free drinks. And we're like, yeah. So like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the whole weekend we were there, we got 4 drink vouchers, 2 each.
Per day.
For every day we were there. And it was so cool. And like the drinks were decent. Like, I got a rum punch one night.
You could get whatever as long as it's like alcohol.
Yeah. Or like a margarita.
A couple different beers.
Yeah, you could do whatever you wanted. It was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah, that's probably the nicest fucking hotel I ever went to. Well, and we get there and they say...
But they know it was so fucking hot.
We go to check... Yeah, we'll get to that.
It was so fucking hot.
We go to check in and they're like, well, we actually don't have any... We were kind of early. Like, we don't have any kings available for check-in, but we have 2 queens.
That's fine. I said, are you okay with that? We slept separate the whole trip.
The entire weekend. And I told her, I said, I get how people do this now.
Because like, it's so nice.
We're in the same room, so like, at least we could communicate. But I understand how, like, when like couples will go through some shit and they'll start sleeping in different beds that they don't want to come back. I was reluctant to get back in that bed with you.
No, I don't. I'm like, damn.
I just want my own space, man.
No, we should just get rid of the king and get 2 fools.
No, I don't want a fool. It's
2
like
queens.
It's like 1950s sitcom shit, like where the mom and dad fucking go to bed and shut off the lights in between the 2 beds. That shit is so weird.
I could see the appeal though because I had my own room. It was so nice. He would like fart and rip ass in the middle of the night, and like,
okay,
it had nothing to do with me. We weren't under the same blanket.
She lying though because she was still bitching.
I would still smell it, but it's different when you fart and I'm in the same blanket as you. Now I'm bathing in your fart, or you fart in a whole nother bed, whole nother blanket, and I can smell it. But I know at the end of the day, I'm not bathing in it, so I don't care. It's when I go under the blanket or like waft the blanket up and then I just get a wiggle whiff of a fart that you just let
slaps you in the face,
there.
baby.
I'm like, bro, like if you are gonna fart, just air it the fuck out. Like air it out. If you're gonna fart in the car, roll the window down. Like he does it all now. But like when I would first meet you, but I don't understand why I have to roll the window down.
No, that one I get.
But
like the wafting the blanket, I'm like, all right, dude,
no, but like
chill.
Who wants to like every movement you make under the blanket get a whiff of a fart? Like that's just sitting under there for 10 minutes.
I'm not even under the same blanket as you.
It doesn't matter. You're under a thin ass sheet and you are under the blanket with me.
But the sheet holds it in.
No, it doesn't hold it in. That thin ass
me.
sheet does nothing. Because as soon as you fart, there goes the fan. Because we have a fan in our room. And the fan is pointing directly at me.
No.
But like I can feel it on my face. Like I can
it's
feel
on my side of the bed.
So when he farts, it's in front of Dylan. The fan is in front of Dylan. I am behind Dylan. So when Dylan farts, it wafts to me. Like I'm behind you.
So you would think that you would want it under the blanket, not me airing it out into the fan that's going to blow it in your face.
Because when you air it out, then I take cover. I say air it out and then I cover my face and then you air it out and then I give it a minute.
Let's not act like you smell great all the time.
I know I do stink, but the thing is I stink in the morning and then it's done.
I'm telling you guys right now, she smells like roadkill every morning. I don't know.
I don't even know what roadkill smells like.
I do.
No, you don't.
It smells like you every morning.
Every morning he's like,
when you're in there,
never fails. He's like, oh my God, it smells like something died.
Dude, it does. It literally smells like there is a dead animal.
Like you'll walk in, you're like, oh wow.
In the toilet. Because like most of the time I don't even know you're in there because she doesn't turn the light on when she goes to the bathroom first thing in the morning. So like I'll have my little work headset on and like I'll be doing stuff so I don't hear you.
I'm about to cry.
And then I walk out the door and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck is that? Someone just dropped a bomb in this bitch.
I do. But then after that, it's done. It's like I wake up to the urge of having to poop. Like that's what gets me out of bed in the morning. It's the one where I can't, and I sit down, and it's just like
I used to be like that. I'm not that routine anymore. I wish I was.
It is routine. It's like clockwork. Unless it's my period,
dude.
then it
really is.
Around. But it's like clockwork. That's how I know I'm up for the day.
Well, you gotta shit.
Seriously.
You never shit and lay back down?
No, typically no. Unless I'm like shitting.
It's because you're already. It's because you're sitting up for like 30 minutes. Like you be on that toilet forever.
I know.
I'm having to ask you to get up so I can come pee.
I know, but you pee every 10 minutes.
I drink a lot of water.
I'll take a 15-20 minute bath. You've come in like 2 to 3 times before during that one bath.
I drink a lot of water. Like let's not.
So if I take a 20 to 30 minute shit, my bad for taking up the bathroom longer than fucking 10 minutes. No, that
early in the morning I don't pee that much because I haven't got as much in me yet.
It's so funny and I scare you. You're like, oh, you scared the shit out of me.
Every fucking day.
Every morning. And it never fails. He comes to the bathroom door. He's like, oh my God, it smells like something died in here. But then after that, I'm clean. I saw this TikTok. It said like me taking a massive shit in the bathroom and blowing it the fuck up and then walking out and everyone thinking I'm so a bad bitch and no one knows like what happened in the bathroom. Oh, that is me.
You got like no shame out in public either. Like if let's say we're out to eat and I have to shit. I did it the other day at breakfast. I don't like to be in there that long because then I'm like, they know what I'm doing. If I'm like just like 2 to 3 minutes, it's like,
the thing is that's your social anxiety, and I get that same way.
I don't
too.
like it at all.
But it's like you're thinking about what everyone else is thinking in the room. But the thing is no one is noticing that.
And at that little diner, I have to walk out.
Yeah, I took a minute
through like the little kitchen area. Did you even go to the bathroom there?
Where?
At the diner that we ate at today we left.
No.
It was
good as fuck though.
You had to walk through their dry storage. Like there was workers back there texting on their phone while I'm going in the bathroom. And so then I'm shitting. And then I walk out and I have to walk past workers again. And then walk through the entire restaurant to get back to our table.
I don't care.
I care.
I don't care. If I have to shit, I have to shit. And if you know I'm shitting, well,
I'll do it literally anywhere.
Cool.
Like, I don't care at like Target or like the airport because like no one. But these
shitting
people,
in Target is nice. It smells so good.
Yeah,
in their
but like
bathrooms.
at a restaurant, no one's moving. The people see you get up from your table and they see you return to your table. They know how long you've been gone. They know if you had a bad one or not.
But I mean, as a girl, they don't know what I'm doing in the bathroom.
But they know what I'm doing.
Like I could be fixing my hair, I could be fixing my makeup.
I'm doing two things. I'm either taking a shit or I'm beating off. And either way, I do not want the diners next to me to know that.
Why would you beat off in a diner?
That's the only thing they could think of. That's the only other thing that would take me that long.
No one is sitting here thinking he must be beating off in the bathroom. He's been gone a while. They're thinking he must be shitting.
You don't think people beat off in the bathrooms?
No, I think they do, but I don't think
that shit happened when I was in high school at the Subway I used to work at. I'm just fucking making some subs. The cops come in. Somebody must have called on this guy. He had like one of them little portable DVD players watching a porno
in the bathroom?
In our bathroom. Just locked himself in. The cops are banging on the door. He wouldn't open up.
Like, who called the cops?
I don't know.
Probably like a one-stall bathroom?
Yeah.
So how the fuck?
There's tables right outside of it. There's people in there eating. So I'm assuming they heard him.
Why would they tell the workers? Why wouldn't they involve you guys and instead of like just calling
first of
the
all,
cops?
You involve me. I'm not confronting a man who's.
I know, but you think you would
dude
say
who's
like
publicly beating off at a Subway is not someone that I would like to get in a confrontation with. Like he obviously has no regard for anyone else. He doesn't give a fuck. I don't want to deal with that.
I mean, yeah.
I don't get paid enough to deal with this dude. Let the cops take care of him. But it was a very, very weird scenario.
It's just weird you wouldn't think that they would tell the workers, call the cops, or like, let you guys know. Because I would never just take it upon myself.
If they did tell a worker, they didn't tell this worker. They may have told another worker.
Okay.
But they definitely didn't tell me. I was busy and making a sub. But yeah, so the reason we were in Austin, obviously, was for my marathon, which I finished.
Mm-hmm.
However, I wouldn't say I finished it as fast as I would have liked. For real, though.
I'm well aware because you were texting me the last 6 miles.
That was the worst 6 miles of my life.
Yeah. Texting me. And then as soon as I get a message from Dylan, I'm like, okay. Because typically, like, you won't.
Let me break this down. Yeah, I know. Well, I will, like, out here because it doesn't matter.
But even then, like, I'm on a long run. Gotta go.
Yeah. So let me break it down for you guys. My goal in my head was 3 hours, 30 minutes. My goal that I was telling people was under 4 hours because that would have still been over 20 minutes better than my first one I ever ran. So I know that in order to run 3 hours, 30 minutes, I need to do like 8-minute mile pace. And I told myself before I got off the starting line, I'm going to go like 9:30s for the first couple miles, just ease into it and then get faster. Right. Like give myself some time. It's not that easy, man. Everyone just takes off and I'm feeling good. I'm like, okay, like we just come off like a speed. I was all hyped up, fucking ready to go. I start moving and I run my first mile. It's like 8:20. I'm like, okay, that's a little fast. So I slow down a little bit to like 8:30 and I see a guy who's going about my speeds. I'm like, all right, I'm going to just keep by him. I got my headphones in, but I'm going to just stay by this guy. Like he looks like he's going about my pace. A couple miles later, he's starting to slow down. So I just keep going. I get to it was a 6.5 mile loop out and back. I had to do that twice. So I get to the 6.5 and I'm like under 8-minute pace. I'm like, all right, cool. Feeling good. Get halfway. So I'm going to the finish line and people are only running half marathons. So like other people are finished, like cheering people on, but like all like the staff and stuff is at the front. So like it's hype then. Then I picked up some speed because I was fucking hyped from all the cheering and shit. Like just adrenaline's going. So I'm feeling good. I'm at my pace through half of the marathon. I'm like, all right, cool. I keep it moving. And then I start to feel a little pain in my left foot. I'm like, fuck. I just keep telling myself, it's in your head. You got to finish this race anyway. Just keep moving. Like it's not going to get better if you slow down. It's probably going to get worse, honestly. Like you got to cover the same distance regardless how fast you're going. So I keep on going. It was hurting the entire way back to the turnaround. Get to mile 20. Still on pace.
That's crazy.
I'm like, all right, cool. I'm good. All I got to do is go back now. I've already done it once. Like, this is the fucking easy home stretch. Wrong. Everyone says you hit a wall at mile 20. And my first one, I don't remember it. I do not remember hitting a wall at mile 20.
Oh,
and I'm like, you know what? I haven't turned on I had my phone in airplane mode. I'm like, I haven't checked it yet. Let me see if I got some words of encouragement.
Here I am.
I had given a link so like you could live track me to Dami and my parents. And so I opened it up, and like 5 minutes before I turned it on, she said, "Oh, you're fucking killing it," or something. And I'm like,
I could see how fast he was going. Yeah. You were going 8-minute mile. I was like, okay. And you were in like 42. Yeah. Position 40 or seat 42. I'm like, okay, he's doing pretty
I didn't know
good.
That it showed like your positioning. But yeah, so I was on pace, and she's like, "You're fucking killing it." And I'm like, I don't feel like I'm killing it right now.
He texted me. He was like, man, he's like, I am struggling.
I just hit a fucking wall. That's what I said.
He said, I just hit a fucking wall.
It was like my calf started to cramp. My ass was cramping. My low back was cramping.
It's like once you hit that point, like, okay, I'm like mentally exhausted now, and I'm going to scale it back. And once you incorporate like long periods of walking, any of that, like it's over with.
And at this point, I hadn't yet.
It's over with.
At this point, I hadn't walked once. Like when I text you, I was still moving at same pace, but I'm just texting while I'm doing it. But I'm telling you, like, I'm struggling right now. Like, the struggle is real as fuck, and I don't know what to do. But I'm like, I knew, like you said, if I stop, I'm not gonna want to pick it back up.
Yep. Like once you hit that mark, it's done.
And I know that's how I am. So I'm like,
you're gonna cramp the fuck up as soon as you go. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm dying. Like,
so I kept going, and like a half mile later, I'm like, I am 3 miles away from the next aid station. I don't have any water on me. Like, because I was like, there's a thing.
Did anybody else have water on them?
No one had like a full on vest on, but like people had like one of them handheld bottles, like just one. But I mean, even then, like I could have refilled that at the turn. Like I could have took 30 seconds right there to refill my shit real quick. But I didn't do it. I also only took like 2 honey stingers with me, which I'm used to fueling with like during training. And instead I was eating these gels. And I'm not used to eating caffeinated gels. These shits were like...
I would be shitting my pants.
I felt like I had to twice.
I would, especially if they give me a coffee flavored...
And I suppressed it.
Fucking it was caffeine like mocha, gel. I'm
double
shitting.
Espresso. I'm like...
Like 3 miles later, I'm shitting. Like...
Yeah. I didn't shit.
Marathon done.
I didn't shit before the race or after the race. And I had coffee before the race.
Oh, you shit at the hotel because you stunk out the place.
Not before I left.
No, but when you got home.
I know that. That's what I'm saying.
When you got home.
My routine is I like to shit before a run because I don't want to get caught out there on a long run and have to shit. It's the fucking worst. Do they have porta potties
in case?
Yeah, a couple spots. But like it's the worst. But there was people just running off to the side and peeing. Like it was like a dirt road and you could like go in the trees and pee. Bless you. But so I text you and I'm struggling now. But I'm like, you know what? If you could keep up this pace, you're good. But you're going to need to stop and stretch out your calves. Like that was the worst part was I was cramping so bad. So I stopped and I'm just rubbing the shit out of my calves. And that was it. That was the beginning of the end. There was no picking my pace back up. And so I ultimately ended up with like a 3:54. It was like an 8:50 something pace, which I'm still not upset about. Especially because I picked up 24 fucking minutes. I think if you would have
even finished with that pace, but ended a little bit stronger, you would have felt better about it. I think you just like we're so like mentally just done at the end of it. It makes you feel worse.
I told Freddie yesterday because
you could have finished at that time and you would have been way happier had you not felt as bad as you did.
No, I would have been upset about the time regardless. Because that time I was pushing to get that time. Like I could have probably finished 10 minutes sooner, but I was like, fuck it. I didn't hit the time I wanted, so I don't give a fuck at this point. Because I could have actually finished like 10 minutes sooner. But I was just over it. But I was telling Freddie, like, honestly, the only reason I even finished at that time was because about 2 miles out, I was stopped and I was stretching out and a dude stopped. And he's like, come on, dude, 2 miles left. And like he stopped and like got me to go with him. Mm-hmm. So I ended up finishing like with this other guy and this other girl. Like we all finished like within 30 seconds of each other just because we fucking ran the last 2 miles all the way. But if it wasn't for them, I don't think I'd have been able to do that. I think I would have been in my head fucking run, stop, run, stop, run, stop.
That's nice of him to do that.
Yeah, it was very nice. As soon as he did that, I took my headphones out, put them in my pocket, and just started moving again. Shout out to that guy, whoever you are. Shout out to you.
I'm shocked you didn't get his name.
Nah, man,
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, hey, stop talking to me. I'm dying.
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck. I couldn't make sentences. I couldn't fucking do anything, bro.
Yeah, he was talking about how he's gonna kick it afterwards and get tacos and drink. He's like, I'm gonna be back later. I'm gonna have a good time with the boys. No, he took the first shuttle back. He was home so fast. He comes waddling into the hotel. He looks like he's dying.
I had planned on stopping at Chipotle afterwards and getting some food because I could not eat at the place. They had food trucks. They had alcohol. I don't know how motherfuckers drink after that.
Yeah, he was like, I can't.
Insane.
He's like, I'm dying.
But I couldn't eat. Like I had like some little like them little Quaker chips.
Yeah.
I had a few of those like because they had little bags, and I drank 3 bottles of water before I even got on the bus. Then I get on the bus, and I was gonna stop at Chipotle. I had to text Tommy. I'm like, can you order this to the hotel? Because I am not going to be able to walk inside.
I can't even walk in. I was like nervous for him to drive. I'm like, he's going to get lock knee and not be able to get off the fucking gas.
Nah, I was fine driving. I could do it. It's just I didn't want to walk on it, man. My feet were wrecked.
Barking. Your dogs were barking.
For real.
Yeah.
So yeah, was not a good time. And then
I will never run a marathon.
Really? No. I mean, the first one that I ever did, I was not that bad though. That's the thing.
No.
It was just I was pushing my body to the limits that day. Let me tell you. But yeah, and then I get back. We actually hung out at the hotel for a while, which was fucking clutch, man. I
took a fat nap.
I couldn't even nap, which was insane because I was up at 4 something. Mm-hmm. And then we decided let's go out on the town. We got this fucking Uber driver. That would not shut the fuck up.
Like,
it wasn't even like he was having a conversation with us.
Talking so much that he was losing track of what he was talking about.
He was
and then just filling the void with saying like, yeah, like
we were not responding to him.
Like he was just talking and then forgetting his train of thought because he's driving. He's getting distracted by traffic and people turning and stuff.
He was single-handedly the most annoying Uber I've ever had in my life.
Like I felt bad, but I'm like, oh my gosh, like holy shit.
I would have rather walked downtown, and I couldn't even walk.
But the day before we went out, dude.
No, this is it.
I know, but the day before, the first night we got there, we went to Paperboy.
Oh yeah, that place for breakfast
was so freaking good.
It was very good.
It was so good.
That was probably the most aesthetically pleasing steak and eggs I've ever gotten in my life.
That was the best burger I've had in a long time.
I can't believe he was hating on the motherfucking potatoes.
I did not like those. I don't like.
They were so good.
I don't like Cajun seasoning. Like.
I wouldn't have said that was Cajun, man.
I'm cool on it.
I wouldn't have called it Cajun, but they were these potato wedges, and I expected like little potato wedges. These bitches were fucking
like JoJo's.
That's a fucking Lorraine term.
Well, if you know what a JoJo is, then they were like that.
Well, actually, people do know JoJo's, but they don't know our JoJo's.
Charlie's JoJo's from the gas station.
I mean,
is that what you're referring to when you say ours?
Like
Charlie Biggs.
Convenient.
That's
convenient. Chester. Little Chets.
I love you.
Love you too. But yeah, so that was good. Up. But then we go out, and I am just fucking waddling. I have to ask her to slow down.
He like he popped his knee. Like I don't even know what happened.
It was my left knee though, wasn't it?
Yes.
I'm trying to think if it's the same one that's been fucked up this week.
We parked and because. We parked.
This is the day before my race.
We had to walk pretty far.
It was like a mile and a half.
Like 20 to 30 minute walk.
There and back.
To our breakfast place we were going. On the way back though, we were walking up this hill. I'm like, fuck this hill. This hill fucking sucks. And then we get to the top and he's like, my knee. He's like, my left knee is just like, it's hurting. It feels like it's out of place. He's like, I should not have been walking. Like, couldn't get it to pop. Yeah, he was going through.
I'm like sitting down on the bench, stretching it out.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, you're getting old.
Okay, we don't have to go there.
That's why you weren't so torn up your last marathon. You were younger. Like, how old were you?
It was like 3 years ago.
That's my age.
Okay, let's see you run one then, motherfucker.
No, I'm not doing it, but I'm saying like, I think that's also why you were hurting so bad because.
No, the last one I ran like a 10-something pace.
Yeah.
That's
Did you train for it?
Yeah, but my goal was
training, or what was your goal?
My goal was just to finish. I didn't care about my time. You're good.
I just touched the
I know, I saw it. I didn't care about the time though. I was just looking to finish. So I was just whatever I was looking to finish without walking. So I wanted to keep a slow pace.
Okay. Yeah, that's decent. Yeah. It was a fun trip though. They had really good food, really good. We didn't try Terry Black's because
there was like, I don't even think that that's the best one. It's that one we passed that day.
Mm-hmm.
There's this Franklin's. There's this barbecue place that they say they camp out all morning for, like hours for.
Yep.
And then when they sell out, they sell out.
Yeah, when we first got there, we walked past it.
I was like, what the it was like
what the fuck is this? There was like a huge line waiting to get to this barbecue place. And I was like, well, we could do that if all else fails, but fuck that.
We'd have been there all day. We'd have missed my little packet pickup.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so then...
Oh, that was a whole nother situation. Oh my God. Going to Dylan's, like the initial, like having to go to like, what was it? The meet and greet type thing. It was like check-in.
It was like athlete check-in.
He was check-in. So he was showing he was there. He was getting his number. He was getting a free t-shirt, getting some like free merch from different companies, whatever.
This shirt.
But let me tell you, I thought I was going to die.
Oh yeah, it was cold. It was cold.
It was so cold.
It wasn't even that it was cold. It was so fucking windy.
Like
man.
It was like 60 degrees when we got there. I was wearing like a long black sleeve, some pants, and some
You didn't bring your hoodie there either, did you?
But I had no jacket. And by the time the sun went down, because we were in line to meet this guy for like 2 hours.
We were not in line for 2 hours.
It was like an hour and a half. It was.
I'd call it an hour.
It felt like forever. Basically.
I would say we were at the place for 2 hours, but I think we were only in that line for an hour.
I think we were in the line for an hour 15, hour 30, because all we did basically was go get your shirt.
We talked to fucking Quavo's partner.
Yeah, Quavo's, but that was like a 5-minute speech, and then we got in line.
And then we went to the little gym part. We waited for tacos.
After we waited in line.
And I think the whole thing altogether was only like 2 hours.
I don't know, but it was so cold.
It was just windy as fuck.
I have never been so miserable. My hands were completely white. I've never had that. But it was cool.
This computer running overdrive. You hear that fan on?
It's getting old.
I mean, it ain't that old.
It's not old at all.
It's only a couple years old.
So I don't understand what the fuck is up with it. Is it fine now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. But yeah, so we end up going out. And I'm limping all over downtown. But it was actually a really good time.
For real, limping all around town. He's like, slow down. Because
usually like she's struggling to keep up.
Like he walks so fast. Like one of his strides is 2 of my strides.
Not that day. One of my strides was half of your stride.
He was going so slow.
And we were walking that night. We were walking from bar to bar. But so the thing is like.
We didn't go that far though. We were just in one little strip. Luckily we got lucky. We got very lucky.
I know. That's what I'm about to get at. So we're old now. So like everywhere's kind of dead because we went out early. Like I'm not back in the day, it was like, I ain't going out till like 10:30, 11 because that's when it's popping. Now, I want to be in bed by 10:30,
I want to beat the crowds.
I think we went out at like 8.
I like to like start settling down when the crowds get there.
Yeah.
It starts getting rowdy. I'll stay for 30, 40 minutes after it gets rowdy, and then I'm done.
But everywhere was dead as fuck. So we just start walking. Like, we got one of these bars is going to have some people.
They had so many bars. We were on 9th Street or whatever.
So we finally find one that's popping off. And it is the fucking...
Latin X.
Whatever
the fuck, yeah.
It was like the Hispanic bar.
It was
this
fun, though.
Bitch was popping off. They had a DJ. Bitches were on the dance floor getting it. Like couples were out there dancing. She wasn't dancing. I mean, she fake as hell. But it was popping off. Then we decided to leave there. She spots one across the street we're going to go to. Which one was that? Was that the Moose Knuckle place or whatever the fuck it was called? Isn't that what you kept calling it?
There was one called the Moose Knuckle. We went to that rabbit one for just to go to the bathroom.
That was just for the pic, though.
Took a picture. There was this big ass rabbit.
Because that place.
Climb up. Yeah, I took a photo on the rabbit. Then we went to another place. It was called.
It was like right next door.
It wasn't called Moose Knuckle. It was
But it was like right
something
there.
else. I have a photo, but it's something else.
So
it was good there. We were playing Jenga.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the second bar we went to. Right after the rabbit. We've only found minority bars. We went to like the Hispanic bar, and then we went to the black bar.
Yeah.
That one was dope as fuck though too. They had good music going. The bartender was cool as shit. Like this dude was hooking it up.
One.
Yeah. I had a beer, and he asked me you want another. I'm like, yeah. I go take my card out. He's like, no. wouldn't take my money for a beer.
He was a very good time.
That dude was singing the Spanish songs every fucking word. And then like these 5 white chicks coming off the street. And everyone starts like cheering for them. But like they didn't understand, like they were just fucking with them. And like so they all start cheering back. And I like gave him this look and looked at the dude next to me. And he busts out laughing. And he's like, yeah, bro, I feel the same way. Then this dude starts buying me shots. I was like, okay, this is my kind of bar. I don't gotta pay for shit here.
Yeah.
Come to find out, he knew like the bartenders, so he wasn't paying for them either. But hey,
right.
It was fun. Take what I can get.
They had a lot of good places.
Then we went to the Jenga bar.
Yeah, those are the end of the night. He got a street gyro. It was pretty good.
Pretty good. That was the best gyro I've ever had from like a street place.
Do you know what I miss? Lorraine Gyro House.
They even open anymore, man?
I don't know, but that shit was so good.
I'm telling you right now, this gyro was better than Gyro House. I was trying to get you to try it.
And I felt so sick.
It was like sauced up. The meat was...
It looked so good. But gyro, they make me sick.
And that was actually... I almost didn't go to that one. I changed gyro places at the last minute.
Mm-hmm. You're lucky.
I'm thinking about it right now.
Yep. You're so soft.
What a gyro.
How'd you get so soft?
I ain't soft.
You are soft.
I put on lotion today.
Did you?
I've been ashy as fuck lately.
You're always soft. Your whole body's soft.
I don't know. I've been ashy lately.
So no, but you're still soft. Like your back. Remember falling asleep on me last night?
No.
You don't? You just rolled over. You said, I gotta pee. Then you just rolled over and you plopped down on me. And you were so sweaty.
Knocked lately.
You were so sweaty.
Dude, I've been waking up with like fucking sweats, man.
Yeah, you were so sweaty. I was like, ew. I rubbed my hand through your hair and I was like,
I got up to pee in the middle of the night.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I came back into the bed and it was like I climbed in a bathtub.
Ew.
I was like, what the fuck?
I do that sometimes. When I'm on my period, though. I always wake up in the sheet that I'm
under,
mess.
I laid it under me and I just got under it. I was like, I ain't fucking with this. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
It was so gross. I didn't know what happened.
Dude, and we'll insert a picture too. We were driving to go get dinner.
The what?
We were driving to go get dinner in Austin. We'll put a picture up. And there was this guy riding his bike. He was riding his bike and he had like his Monster can or like energy drink can on his head. And he's crossing like a busy street, like through traffic, coming up on the sidewalk. And he's just balancing this can on his head. And he pulls off at this little bus stop, gets off his bike, can still on his head. I'm like, what is he doing?
Yeah. He was a weird guy. But so funny. Yeah, so overall, Austin was a pretty good time. Mm-hmm. But it's not like I wouldn't want to live there. It was definitely like I would come visit for like a long weekend.
Yeah. Like I would like to go back there and try more food spots. Like I would like to do like some sort of like food vlog where we just go try all different foods.
Texas in general just got food, man.
They do because Rainy Street, I would love to go up and down Rainy and get appetizers from each place.
Yo, how are you gonna gloss over this? That fucking donut spot we went to the day before day we left.
Donut.
You already know.
So good.
Big donut guy over here. And I saw some other people who ran the race go to this place afterwards. And I had to try it.
I got the apple butter.
I honestly wish like I could have got more. I had like a cookies and cream cake donut. The donut itself was so good. And it was like most like cookies and cream donuts go over the top with Oreo and shit. This one was
very plain, basic,
light,
to the point.
Light like crushed up Oreo on top.
They had some good look. The one I had looked so good.
I would have loved to like just get one of everything and just try them all. Mm-hmm. But the problem with that is then I'll eat them all.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm just going to try it and then I'm done.
Yeah. It was fun. It was a good time. Austin has a lot to do though. Like a lot to do like food and like because like Sundays like on Rainy Street I would do that all the time. Oh. Like go out on a good Sunday. Just go get some drinks and we kind of
had it different because I was trying to go watch the Bengals play. So like, we were trying to hit the sports bar. But like any other weekend we were there.
Even the sports bar we found though was good.
Dope as fuck. Good the wings were good. But like I'm saying like if it was any other Sunday, I would have liked to just stay on Rainy all day.
Yeah.
And just fucking drink my life.
Because Rainy leads right down to Lady Bird Park to Lady Bird Lake. So like it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Because you're like right there. So say if you like, want to just go take a walk, go down by the lake, like it was cool.
Yep, sure was.
It was fun. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm hungry. I can't wait
to
go eat.
Too. About to go get Ted's Montana Grill, baby.
Yum. So good.
They go. But yeah, so like we said, Austin was cool. But we probably won't be living there this summer. So probably be in Dallas. So Texas will be back. Austin will definitely be back too, because we'll only be a couple hours away. We could definitely shoot down there for a weekend. Go kick it. Not run a marathon. But yeah, so you guys know the deal. Subscribe, comment, like, leave a rating, leave a review. Follow us. It's all below. Follow my brand below. And yeah, why is that fucking funny?
Our sign off is as long as our whole podcast. It's just so funny. We have so much.
Please gotta let them. I'm not even giving out ads this time. I'm just letting them know all these links below. Hit them or you're fake.
Right.
All right. See you next week.
See ya. Bye.